it can work. It's just that when it does, if it doesn't work, then you're in a lot more trouble because the plan B is not necessarily as good.
Oh, this is a big look at the smoke movement from Fnatic. This is everybody. Who are they going to find? It will be 1437. He is going to get stunned up. No way for him to really escape. Who are they going to give the first blood to is the question, and it will end up being Universe who grabs it. All right.
Lane, they want to shut down Abed, which is fine.
It's not really happening though. Abed's still just muscling through everything. He's got his soul ring. He's got the 2 points in breathe fire.
Abed with 38 base damage is actually like LCSing everyone.
Yep,
that's crazy.
Oh, down bottom. All right, they're going on Raven. 157's down here. Raven's got the toss. Looks like they should be our, well, not our first blood. The kill was that kill was on 157 earlier, but TNC do manage to find a nice little rotation. Right as 1437 leaves the mid lane. Eternal Envy does have 16 wand charges if they want to try and go on Tim's, but he is just being about right, Lumi with the Dragon Knight, that you start to hit this point where he just wins the war of attrition against a lot of heroes because he just out sustains you. Cuckoo's gonna have to go try.
Yeah, well, he's just brought us out and
ooh, Raven right, dead. Universe one more touch at bottom. 1437 not able to keep him alive. And Universe able to just salve up and keep on.
There's also not preventing any kills.
Alright, Universe, long toss back all the way underneath the tower. Can they kill him here? There's the avalanche. He's got the wand charges. Just gonna run for it. He's a very tanky boy. Toss the Bane, however. And that'll be the end of it. Alright, nice. Maybe they already have Mana Burn covered on Tim's. He's been spamming it like a madman, just making life a bit more difficult. They're gonna get a Nightmare up on the Dragon Knight. They've already got 3 stacks here, but there's a bunch of TPs. Stun only onto one. Samage committing pretty hard, but there's mass stuns to try and burst him down. DJ also completes his TP, gets the lift back, and now Abed not stuck up nearly enough. Still has all those wand charges. Fnatic just TP'd literally every hero to mid lane. They're going to pop the Primal Split. They're looking for this Nyx Assassin kill, waiting for the boulder to cool down, bring him back down into the silence, and Tim's will end up dying. For Abed, looking like the same kind of build as last game, at least so far. Interesting to me that he opts for the drum before picking up power treads. I feel like my intuition on the situation would be that, oh, you can use the... Oh. I's dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
And Fnatic now looking for a little bit of a turnaround. They do have that Primal Split ready to go once again. They actually spot the Phantom Lancer, going to silence him up, and no escape whatsoever for Cuckoo. He's around the corner with the Avatos combination at the ready, but they have to be a little bit careful of this Brewmaster. Alright, Envy's just popping the ultimate for some farm, but now they get the Fiend's Grip out onto the Brew. Can they burst him down in time? They're holding onto their spells. The toss. He's dead before he hits the ground. On the other side, Rubik's managed to steal the grip, and he's got the Batrider trapped inside of the neutral. Sam H is going to be brought down. They do manage to finally Nightmare to make it out of there. Probably that buys the dust and puts it in his stash as a response. So, can they cancel this? Yes, they can. That Primal Split comes out just that little bit faster these days, and Raven gonna get silenced up and looks like just run down. Can they get this last hit to Envy? Would be nice if they could. He's actually got an avalanche soon. They're gonna leave it to Universe to finish the kill. And Envy straight back to farming. Up top, they've actually managed to jump in onto DJ, and Cuckoo mows him down. BKB. Yeah.
Dangerous thing is that if you go for him on a tower, he survives long enough.
And then they found Envy. Alright, there's the grip. Avatos. He can't dodge them forever. And TNC will fight.
In terms of net worth, but finally farm his way back and then just straight up dies.
Oh, Cuckoo, he's used the doppelganger. He just needs to hide in amongst the illusions. They've got the wrong one. He's still just playing dumb, trying to run away with the fake one. And that will end up fooling Fnatic. But now DJ, can he escape? He's still holding onto the spiked carapace. He has his wand charges as well. Cuckoo just getting baited in a little bit further. They get the stun off, the doppel forward. DJ almost dead. Gets stunned up, and now Raven arrives. Avatos combo. They're still being wary of Universe. End up the map a little bit more now that they've taken out this bottom tier 1. Do you think that's just the kind of road that they're looking to take here? Ooh, 147 just barely getting the Nightmare up, but looks like Pi should be able to cancel his TP, and he is going to end up dropping. Maybe he wishes that Universe had actually used the Primal Split. He's still running for it. Gonna try and throw out another Enfeeble before he dies, but mass BKB timing, but yeah, you're right. What is it really protecting him from? The Nyx stun, tiny combo. Oh, Cuckoo getting very low. Doppelganger's on cooldown for a little bit. Can they finish him off? Doppel away, needs to try and fake them out, but I don't think he's going to be able to. There's just way too many Fnatic heroes here, and he will.
And the ones you get from Doppelganger take a significant amount of damage, so you could quickly and easily tell which is the real hero.
Oh, action on mid. DJ gets the steal off onto the brain sap. It looks like Sam H might just be able to nuke him down here. Note the sap, and he didn't make it down onto the low ground. DJ surviving. I mean, I don't think the brain sap even made that much of a difference, but Sam H, that Fnatic don't necessarily have the tools to catch the TNC split push. And if they're running around the map trying to catch split pushers, oh, it looks like they might have the PL dead to rights here. Primal Split's gonna get popped. The silence is wearing out pretty quickly. Breathe Fire comes in, and Universe will be able to, you know, chop off one head. Meanwhile, Tiny is still just split pushing top, and everybody on Fnatic has to run over there. And they have to move as a group, otherwise the Nyx Assassin is gonna be setting up kills. Though, hold that thought. Yeah, 147. Dead, and the Pylai dies hot on his trail. And I don't know if Tim's is going to make it out. You will be able to pop the Spiked Carapace in just a little bit. Have they used all of their stuns? You're going to try for the TP out? No, they've got the Envy stun, they've got the DJ stun. They're still fine. Though it is actually quite important that, I guess he has it. It doesn't block the Nyx stun, right? So it's mostly just the lasso and the grip. They're going to drag the Dragonite back into that Fiend's grip. Can they burst him down? Looks like they should be able to. Eternal Envy right-clicking into Raven, but he's not actually doing that much damage. Now the Spike Carapace reflects onto the Cleave. Tim's just setting him up to get bursted down. Abed fought back into this fight. Can they actually find the Phantom Lancer? He's got the Doppel. As soon as he gets out of the stun, Cuckoo just running for the hills. Pi, DJ, and Abed all hot on his trail, along with the Fire Panda. Looks like those last couple of auto attacks will finish it, but big invest. Not judging by the fact that Envy's still just sitting here farming. Blink coming off cooldown in 3, 2, 1. No, he gets lassoed at the very last second. Straight back into the Fiend's grip. They're wasting no time at all. The Sven very quickly did every single time. And now into the pit they go. Sam H, no lasso. Tim scouting a little bit. Universe going to jump in. Does manage to get the primal split off. Raven being controlled. Abe with the BKB, right-clicking away. He does manage to make it a little bit further back into the pit. He will not be able to escape the Invis rune. Not helpful at all against the gem. Cuckoo also diving into the back lines. He finishes off DJ. TNC now taking this high ground for themselves. 147 going to lay down with the Enfeebles. Abed outside of his BKB now. Can be controlled. It is actually being burned down a little bit by the Firefly. They just muscle through him. Cuckoo, too much damage. There's no diffusal blade, but he doesn't even need it. Just right-clicks through. And with that, it ends up being a 2-for-2 overall trade. We do not have any other buybacks being expended. They will be able to force them away from the Roshan pit. But still winning these fights.
Yep.
Envy pops the ulti, jumps in, they get the silence onto the Bane. 1-4-3-7. Good Roshan decision. They pop the God Strength. It's dropping relatively quickly. There is going to be a Phantom Lancer illusion scouting it out in just a second. They know that it's below half HP. Tim's going to come scurrying over. He does have the Force Staff. He can go into the pit. Pylai Die going to do his best to run interference, and they get the lift up onto the Batright of the Nightmare. Might be enough to save him. He gets the Force Staff up onto the high ground. Eternal Envy finishing off the Roshan at the same time. He grabs it. 1-4-3-7, getting chased down by the Pandas. On the other side of this fight, he gets tossed up as well by the Boulder. They get the lasso onto the Night Stalker, trying to burn Pylai Die down, but he's just so tanky. They're forced to commit the grip. They toss Envy into the midst of this fight as they also jump in with Raven. Envy trying to run away with the Aegis. He doesn't have the God Strength anymore. Abed is the big damage dealer that's left. Cuckoo still surviving. Great stun from the high ground by Tims, and now they've got the gem secured. Envy's going to be coming back soon, but does it really matter? Blink away, but it's straight into the waiting arms of Tims. Nice Carapace reflect on that stun, and Fnatic choosing to chase after this fight after the God Strength is used turns out to be a disaster. They're smoking out. Dire scan, revealing that there are still some TNC heroes hanging around in the area. It's on the flat ground here. Who can they find? They're actually going to run straight in with the Nyx Assassin. Tims gets blown up. Who can they escape with now? It's on top of the shrine. This is a dangerous place for TNC to fight. And looks like they are just going to leave the Tiny for dead. Everybody else going to go and scatter. Yeah. And what else? Pi is just going for an Ags.
Oh, lasso up top.
Got a lasso on the Sven. Straight into the grip. There's nobody anywhere nearby. And those crits just rain. Did not work out for them, but it has worked out here somewhat for Fnatic, though. Cuckoo is actually just going to go in and chop their tier 3 like it was nothing. and then head straight onto the range tracks because Envy is still dead for 10 seconds, and Batrider's now found. Highlight Die gonna drag him back with that BKB. Raven working on the racks. The melee's already dead. Cuckoo just gonna doppel himself a bit further back. The primal split going to work. What can it actually do? Cuckoo's just focusing on the pandas. He will have his Lincolns popped, and the lasso's stolen by DJ. He goes in, he drags him back in, but PL is potentially just way too tanky. The right-click damage doing basically nothing. Envy jumps in now, but they've only found Tim's. They have to grab more. 1437 juking for dear life inside of the trees. Can he actually TP out? Ooh, just barely finished off. But Fnatic, only smoke from Fnatic. They do have the Aghanim Scepter on the Night Stalker. They see everything. They're going to spot Tim's in the river. Do they choose to burst in? They're going to get the lift up, preventing the spiked Carapace. Once again, Tim's hits the floor. Cuckoo running around in invis. Does need to be careful. Doppel's a little bit further away. Sends the illusions back. Sam H takes to the skies. Ready to jump in. Envy still holding on to that ultimate button. And in fact, Roshan, early respawn. They've been struggling to keep up wards, but it is at least daytime. Highlight Die gonna have his ultimate up soon. The smoke breaks. Sam H still just running on the front lines. He's gonna get slowed down by the Dragon Form. Abed jumps into the back lines. He manages to find 147, but he gets knocked back. Avatar's combo. They've lost the Bane. Cuckoo's still in the midst of all of this. He picks up the cheese. Who's picked up the Aegis? It wasn't actually the PL.
Oh my god.
Find it in the midst of all this. He's got the cheese. He's got the Abyssal Blade. He's gonna try and work down Envy, but he's just getting cleaved. Still needs to be careful. Nice stun from Tim's. Catches on to 2. That means Envy's coming back. With the ultimate, the stun stolen from DJ. And catches on to 3. He manages to pop his Ghost Scepter. He's still running. The primal split now coming out. Raven is quite low. Can he finish this kill? The tree grab is not going to finish that one. And now the Brewmaster coming back out there working on Cuckoo, but Envy is just getting kited. Can't do enough damage against the Butterfly. Abed might be able to help him, however. Dragon Tail, not enough mana. He's actually being oomed, probably by the Nyx Assassin. In the midst of all of this, is Sam H with the sticky stacks. Will continue kiting. 4 stacks up on Envy. They will end up losing Tim's as Pylai Die runs them down. And Fnatic just chasing for every kill that they can get at the stage. Cuckoo does have an Abyssal Blade back off cooldown, and Fnatic, I mean, if Cuckoo had back
Game saving, because I felt like without it they just lose that fight, and maybe
gotta be careful. There's only 3 of you here. Pylai Die on the front lines. He's also got the Lincoln, so they can't just Nightmare him. 1437 gonna tap the Shrine. Can they force staff him a little bit further away? Cuckoo's gonna come charging in with a double damage here. Can't afford to get stunned. Pop the Manta. Fiend Script coming out. 1437 might get that stolen. DJ with the cancel. Has the Fiend Script ready to go. Is it gonna go over on the Phantom Lancer? It will. The Nightmare comes out to cancel it, but still Envy charging forward. One more hit is gonna do it. 1437. Their base is in shambles. They don't have a creep wave. They've spent too much time on the Radiant side of the map.
That's fine.
Be careful of immediate initiation of universe. They've still got the vision up onto the high ground. They need to be cautious. Raven jumps out, tosses the Night Stalker in, but Envy just saving through everything. And does just barely manage to get up the spike Carapace, but Envy with the BKB finishes him off. And now they've got the Fiend Script once again. Over to the Phantom Lancer. Cuckoo makes it out of it. Envy getting kited around somewhat. They get the silence out of the PL. Raven blinking around. Ava tossing everything that he can. DJ taking damage, but they're onto the racks now. Envy making quick work of it. The Glyph will get popped. God Strength is running out in a second. Abed almost has a follow-up Dragon Form. He did pop the first one under an Arcane Rune. Cuckoo coming in, but just can't seem to get the damage to stick. Needs his team there with the lockdown. Needs the lasso to land, but lasso on cooldown for 30. Cuckoo still on the front lines. Universe jumping in aggressively. Stun does catch onto Sam H. He's going to be able to force staff himself a little bit further back out. Cuckoo focusing on a DJ. This time around, Eternal Envy also going to end up getting dropped. Cuckoo finding momentum in this fight. Abed's in the midst of all of it. He's also got his BKB popped to Dragon Form. Will just try and fight this one out. Universe also trying to help out, but Cuckoo looks like he's just doing way too much damage. The red numbers are flying. Abed clearing the illusions decently, but Cuckoo just keeps on making more. Universe is next on the list. Triple kill for Cuckoo. And now Pylai Die might be the next one to fall. He doesn't want to lose this gem, but he's got no choice. Lasso gets dropped down. Raven finds the double, and with that, TNC finds...
Oh, the stream is dead? Alright, I'll turn it on. Should I turn it on?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, alright,
Stream's back on. Sorry about that technical difficulty, but the base continues, and now we're gonna see PL being stunned up. Very, very tanky. Now Envy gonna go in. He's gonna pop the BKB.
Nice force staff away. They're just wasting his time. They got the Fiend Script from miles away. 147 controlling him nicely. Abed coming over, trying to cancel, but Envy might just be done. Cuckoo about to bring him down. That's Envy with the dieback. Cuckoo still wailing on everybody. They've got Blasto onto the Dragon Knight. They're working through him. Sam H now running forward. They get the Nightmare over onto DJ. It looks like Cuckoo should just be able to finish this game in one fell swoop. There's the ultra kill. The stream really chose the absolute worst time to die, huh?
I mean, look, we picked it up, and they call it GG, and Fnatic.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. TNC will beat their arch nemesis of this week, I guess, and get sweet, sweet revenge.
Yeah. Another. I mean, they do still have one